Hello friends, welcome to our the important lesson margins for our intraday. We'll get some margins for our intraday and for some futures and options also that I will show you in detail in the our brokerage and margin calculator given by the Zerodha. So that is one of the basic thing we'll get. But this margin requirements and this they provided leverage changes from broker to broker, so don't consider this as the major thing, but it is the whole concept will remains the same from every broker across the brokers. It will remains the same. So considering this, this is the brokerage calculator given by the Zerodha in the website. We can click directly. So if we have any stock taken CNC means cash and carry, will get nothing because we have to pay the full amount. So when coming to the MIS multiplier means, let's take calculate. Stock price is 100, so I have 1 lakh in cash. What happens is that yes, this is the equity margin calculator. In this equity is one of the segment. Here you can see the different segments available. We'll see one by one. So now I'm showing the first thing. Important thing is equity for the any investors. It is very much important. In this we'll get nothing, no leverage or anything of in the CNC means cash and carry. We won't get any leverage because we have to pay the full amount and to buy particular stock and to hold on to our in the demat account. Whereas MIS means in the intraday we'll get how many stocks we'll get and everything. If we click calculate, we'll know. It's by simply we'll know here. If suppose I have 1 lakh rupees and the stock price is at 100 rupees, in the cash and carry means in cash and carry I can buy 1000 shares and I can hold it for as many days as I can. But my strategy is on intraday basis, then I can go for MIS. Then I will get approximately 3030, approximately 3000 shares of same stock like 3M India. We'll get at 3000 shares as a intraday. See, for the same amount of cash available, I'm getting 3 times exposure. So that is not known as a leverage. So if I click here, I'll show you the highest thing. We have some stocks of 10 times, we have stocks of 11 times, 14 times even thing. Like see, if I buy the Airtel, let's say the same stocks for 1 lakh I'm getting 1000 shares, but in intraday I'm getting 14,285 shares. See, for 1 lakh if I invested and 1 rupee has given me a profit for in one day, I am getting a profit of 14,285 rupees. That's how the more attracting more and more people towards the intraday. And this is not the end of this, friends. We'll see it in the other thing. Other is there. We have one more thing. In bracket and cover order we get more leverage, that I will explain. In the equity, if we go for the bracket order, if you remember, I have shown you the order types of bracket order and cover order. If the same Airtel will take, we are getting in Bharti Airtel 14,000 shares for 1 lakh. Let's say the shares of 100 rupees for quantity trade to trade is say, let's say example of 50,000 shares. So here we have to mention the stop loss, how much we are willing to lose. So let's say 2 rupees I want to lose. Calculate. Actual value is 50 lakhs. Margin required is only 22 lakhs 40,000. We are getting a leverage of 20 times. Or if we change it to 1 rupee, if we buy, we are getting 20x time, 20 almost 20 times we are getting the exposure. Let's say 20,000 shares. Almost same 1 lakh I am getting around 20,000 shares, which is 6,000 7,000 shares approximately more than the what we are getting in the equity part. So let's go for F&O section. In the F&O, it is exchange will automatically is a national stock futures and options. If we select futures, if we select Bharati Airtel, we have to select that particular expiry stock, expiry date also. So based on this, lot size means these many shares we have to compulsorily we have to buy these many stocks for Bharati Airtel. Means for every lot we have to buy in futures as in lots only. Then one lot consists of 1700 shares. So if I add this, it will be calculated, and I required 79,875 rupees for 1700 shares. See, if you remember, for 1 lakh rupees I am getting 1000 shares. In this with some approximately 80,000 rupees, I am getting 1700 shares. That means one lot, and I can hold it till expiry date of this particular contract. Means it is expiring on 30th August. So I can still hold the same stock at some price, at buy price, and I can hold it till the expiry of that contract. We have options. This I am not going to touch because I have to give much more detailed explanation about what is call, what is put, what is strike price and everything, but that's why I'm not touching it. We'll go into the equity futures. This will get a normal margin and MAS margin very much different. Here's in the futures shown that this pan margin will be generally fixed based on the stock, and exposure margin will varies from day to day based on the price movement. So if the price is moving against you, and then we have to pay more and more exposure margin, the difference which is intimated by your broker on day to day basis. Okay, when comes to the currency market, we required to buy one lot size of 1000 euros. We have to pay 1879. In intraday we have to pay 1000 rupees, 1033 rupees only. Means we'll get 1000 euros, which is priced 81 rupees 3 paisa per euro. We'll get it 1000 rupees, which will be closed by the end of the day. If we pay 1879, we can hold it till expiry of this particular script. I mean particular this contract expiry date. We can hold it at 1879 only. So much cheap, right? This is why the margins and thing which gives much more interest to the people. That's why it attracts most of the investors into this, due to this of high margin and higher leverages and everything. And I explained as a leverage is the word now we came across. I want to explain. In Indian market, we generally get around 50 to 60% of leverage only. But when comes to the forex market, we'll get around 500 times of leverage, which is very huge. But remember, friends, the more leverage we are getting, the more riskier we are taking, because we have a very less amount. So very small movement and negative movement against your decision will blow up your account. So always prefer the low uh, leverages only, but choose a very moderate leverage is a very better option. As of for me, the what the Zerodha is offering is okay and good for me. It's working fine. And in commodities, we'll see some brokerage what is their offering. I'll show you for the crude oil. See, crude oil and this there are two crude oil mini. M means it is mini. So the price of 100 barrels, each barrel is which is around 4,804. The margin, normal margin we required is 47,000, but in intraday we required 23,587 only. But when it comes to mini, it's a requirement of 2,000 something. In a mini, it will be 10 barrels. So in the bracket and cover order, we'll go for the NFO. I will show here a much more interesting part. See, same Bharti Airtel I am taking so that you will all understand very easily. See, the price is at 369 rupees 40 paise, the current price, and the stop loss if we keep it at 355, we are getting 30,000. We are paying 30,000 for getting 1700 rupees stock. But see, let's take near to the stop loss of 365 and calculate it. Tada! The requirement has been decreased almost half of that thing to thing. So let's take much more closer our stop loss. Yeah, they are offering a 37% leverage, I think, which is much more better when compared to equity directly. So intraday players will get this benefit of bracket orders and thing. When coming to the MCX, we'll see for the same crude oil we paid for crude oil mini we paid 2,800 some change. If we keep the stop loss of 4,800 as the stop loss, we calculate. See, we paid 2,000 rupees for the crude oil mini in the direct marginal trade. If we go with the bracket order or cover order, means we are defining our even our stop loss also. The risk is also where the risk is defined. The broker offers much more thing. See, we are getting a leverage of 71%, means with 673 rupees actual worth of 48,000 rupees worth, we buy at 673, we hold this product. But remember, this bracket order and cover order are daily. The closing will be done at the end of the trading day. See, here we got this explanation. All the cover order positions and even a bracket order positions will be auto squared off. Auto squared off means automatically cancelled, automatically closes our by the end of the day. If for equity and futures and options by 320, and currency is 4:30 because closing at 5 o'clock. And for commodities it is minimum 25 minutes before, means if it is closing at 11 o'clock it will be 10:35. If it is 11:30 then it will be 11:05. And remember that in commodities there is no bracket order. We won't see any bracket order in the this thing. So see lively in the market itself. If I press buy and if I go with more options and if I go here, you can see there is a regular order, cover order and aftermarket order, but we can't see the bracket order, which we'll see generally in the bracket order in the compared to equity. This covers most of the leverage part. Yeah, it's currency derivatives also same. Euro INR will go with Euro INR because we have seen this before also. Let's take 80 rupees as a stop loss. We'll calculate it as, see where we required actually with some 1124 for buying 1000 euros, whereas in this currency if we have Euro INR 1033 is the MIS. So we are not getting much difference maybe, but still it is a good opportunity to trade ourselves and to get benefit of this leverages. We can see the more nearer the stop loss we are getting 111% leverage at 730 rupees only. We are getting around one lot size because practically it is not possible to trade that much closer. We'll see like this much. Yeah, see let's say this much difference will not be there in the market, so 50 NP will take. So 730 50 NP gap we can keep, and for 50 NP differentiation in the euros we are getting at 730 rupees one lot size. So this is pretty much more about this NSEs. So, if you want to know more about all these margins and everything, you can Google it out, or you can directly ask me in the discussion group. I am feel free, always happy to help you out. Uh, that's how that completes the session schedule. Our schedule 3 has been completed.